I am the most beatenest person.
Cricket.
Sofia is the most beatenest person.
Ooh, crowd cheering.
Welcome to Rocket to Anywhere, the podcast whose host Hope Disney doesn't mess up the remake of A Wrinkle in Time. I'm Corban.
And I'm Sofia.
Hold my avocado as we move on to follow-up.
I hate that.
Our only piece today is a reminder from last week, or 2 weeks ago I should say, that the solar eclipse is coming up in a couple of days. This is this upcoming Monday, August 21st. If you want to see if you live in an area where you'll be able to experience the solar eclipse, head over to our show notes, rta.space/34 for a map and some links to space websites and stuff, just to see if you can experience it. So, thought of the week, what do you have for us today?
So, you know how dogs bark, right?
Yeah.
Well, most dogs. Not mine.
Hashtag not all dogs.
Yeah. Okay. So, whenever a dog is barking, like at another dog, or just for no reason at all, whenever you start yelling at the dog to stop barking, the dog's probably thinking, "Oh, wow, now we're both barking."
Huh. Speaking of dogs, this morning, for the first time in my life, I saw a dog with a cone.
That wasn't the first time.
Well, no, it was, because I've seen it on TV. My thought of the week is something I got from Twitter. It says, if I had a nickel for every time I gained a nickel, 1 nickel would equal infinite money.
No, would it?
Yeah, because if you got 1 nickel, you would get another nickel. And because you got that other nickel...
When's the last time you got a nickel?
From you last week.
Mm-hmm. That happens like once every lifetime.
Yeah, but it's like those, if I had a nickel every time this kid said like. Now on to learn a word. Today's learn a word is apparently.
Today's learn a word.
Today's word is apparently a southern word. We are in the South. We are in Texas. I have never heard this word before in my life. It's called beatinest. Beatinest. Beatinest.
I've heard it.
The most remarkable or unusual. Example, this is the most beatenest town I ever did see.
The way that's worded.
Yeah, the way it's been arranged for the example. But I've never heard that word before in my life.
This is not the most beatenest show.
Yeah, it's not remarkable. Now on to joke time. Get us started.
Okay, everybody's done this, I know. But after, do you contemplate if it was actually a joke? Because, so, you know how you're just like thinking in your head and then you say something so funny that you end up laughing out loud because,
But it's so funny that you just can't ever say it because you're laughing too hard.
And then you contemplate and you're like, well, was that actually funny? And then you think it over and you're like, why did I even laugh? And then somebody else says it out loud and you're like, that was my joke.
Why can't Cinderella play soccer?
Because she can slip and fall.
No, because she keeps running from the ball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to tell that one today.
And then it hit her.
Mixing in the old jokes.
Mm-hmm. This joke is for Corban. All right. So, I say to him, why do you read the book when you can just watch the movie? And then he's like, because the book is better. Right?
It is.
Mm-hmm. And then I say, well, why breathe air when you're just going to die anyway?
That is an incorrect analogy.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a meme, so it works.
Here's one of those they can't jokes.
Wait, what are those?
You'll find out.
Is it canting?
Production jokes. Which kangaroo can jump higher than the Empire State Building?
I don't know.
All of them. Buildings can't jump.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, that's where perspective comes.
That's why I was telling you it was one of those can't jokes. Like, what did the one flag say to the other flag? Nothing. They can't talk.
Mm-hmm. So, this one, this could actually happen. So, this guy's telling a story, and he goes, I worked with toddlers and preschoolers for 3 years. Sometimes
David and Anaxagoras?
No. Sometimes I accidentally slip and tell a friend to say bye to an inanimate object. Like, say bye to the bus. And occasionally, they will unthinkingly just do it.
That's good. Okay, say bye to the room.
The what?
To the room.
Oh, the room. I thought you said the road. I was like, where's it going?
What did Sherlock Holmes say when he got a sidekick? Ouch.
This one is also dedicated to Corban.
Aw.
And thanks to just for sending it to me.
Mm-hmm.
No shout-outs.
That's why it was bleeped.
Me, when Corban asks for a favor. Does it involve moving? Right before we recorded the podcast. Can you move me? What if the moving company had to move you too?
Is that not called your car?
No. Because you have to move yourself to the car.
Well, that's Uber then. You tell Siri, hey Siri, get me an Uber.
Is the Uber driver going to get off, hit down your door, come get you, and then take it to the car?
I don't know. Maybe. If you put yourself in a box and had UPS come pick you up.
But you'd still have to put yourself in the box.
That's not hard.
Yes, it is.
Just get in and then just order UPS to come pick you up from your house and deliver you to wherever you need to
Okay,
go.
the box has to be big enough to have a couch inside with a pizza box. And water. No
What if
soda.
they just moved your house everywhere? Like those moving companies that move houses?
Oh, yeah. Or just, like, up.
Or just, like, have a tornado come pick you up? By the way, that plot twist at the end of season 1 of Lost in Oz, though.
What plot twist?
It's quite literally a twist. What has 5 fingers and isn't your hand?
Yourself.
My hand. You
Everybody's hand. Everybody gets a hand.
You get 2 hands. You know what?
2 groups of 5 make 10. Remember that from Odd Squad?
You're hired for Riders at Odd Squad.
Mm-hmm. See, 5 bracelets on each hand, 5 earrings on each ear. 5 and 5 makes 10. You see, I would have released all 10 villains.
Okay, Sherman. Pipe down.
You better leave, because I gotta close the store 10 times, huh?
And he's got a bark 40.
50.
Oh, sorry.
It's 50 and 100, Okay.
You'd be a great continuity director on set.
Okay, this happened to me, but I didn't think about it. So, I choked on a carrot this afternoon, and all I could think of was, I bet a donut wouldn't have done this to me.
Okay.
I'm choking on carrots. Choking on carrots.
That's the name of your band.
Choking on carrots. Okay, wait. Is there a past tense for choke?
Choked.
Oh. When you're from the South, it's choking.
It's everything in.
Oh, yeah. It's the only time I'm going to drop a G.
Now on to an upcoming holiday. Thursday, August 24th, one day after my birthday, is International Strange Music Day.
I thought you were going to say International Strangle Instruments.
We have like a history with holidays now.
We do?
Yes.
From when?
We've given over, 2,000 kids ice cream because it was National Ice Cream Day.
Oh, yeah, those galoshes, or whatever they're called.
Galoshes.
What are they called?
You mean Klondike.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Okay, the next day we gave those same 2,000 kids...
Wait, what are galoshes?
Galoshes are pigs in a blanket.
No, galoshes.
Galoshes are like rain boots or something.
Ah.
You go to the store. Can I have 2 dozen galoshes? You're trying to get galoshes, but you get galoshes.
Okay.
Wow, they sure make these pigs in a blanket big these days. Because the shoe boxes look like donut boxes.
Yes. Okay.
So, Thursday, August 24th is International Strange Music Day. The premise is simple. To get people to play and listen to types of music they have never experienced before. The strange part can mean either unfamiliar or bizarre. The choice is entirely yours.
Okay, why are you going to make people listen to something that they don't like?
Because maybe they will like it.
No chance of that.
It's true. Okay.
Maybe for you.
I used to hear people play EDM. And I said, what is that terrible racket of bleeps and bloops? So I used to hear all this electronic music, and I'm wondering, why do people even like this? So one day, I sat down and I said, I'm going to listen to a song, and I'm going to see what makes it so good. It is amazing. There is no turning back. Because
wish there was.
If you can appreciate classical music and jazz, you can appreciate EDM. Yes.
Okay, well, it's because I don't appreciate anything, so.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't appreciate any music. I can't appreciate a book. I can't appreciate music. And I can rarely ever appreciate a movie.
A movie.
A movie, yeah. I can't even pronounce it.
Okay, speaking of classical music, I know so many people, including Sophia, who hate classical music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why you guys just find this so, revolting. What is wrong with it? It's good. It's like the same as all other music. I mean, everything started with classical music. You think Bach or Beethoven's over there singing Don't Let Me Down? So back to the topic at hand. Thursday, August 24th is International Strange Music Day.
24th.
So find a genre of music that you find strange and just give it a go, as they say. Before we go on, we just want to remind you to go head over to iTunes and leave us a rating of 1 to 5 stars. Let's move on to Today I Learned. So today I learned that the longest record time spent awake was set in 1965 by a 17-year-old high school student who stayed awake for 264 hours, which is 11 days. Now, I brought this up for 2 reasons. One, because all these high schoolers are heading into college now, and they're not going to get any sleep. We'll speak about college in a couple of moments.
Not only college.
But also, oh yes, but also because the record holder for staying asleep the longest
I can beat that any day.
is Sophia.
I can beat that. Oh, I can still beat myself any day.
Gonna break your own record.
Yeah, I can break it any day.
Mm-hmm. Don't do it, though.
I want to sleep now.
Yeah, Sophia sleeps
What time is
and
it?
just only wakes up once every
bedtime.
2 weeks
It's past
to
my
record
bedtime.
the podcast.
It's past my bedtime.
No, it's only 3 p.m.
It's 5.
No, but we're living on Pacific time.
Well, you are, because you're on that side.
Now into topics. A topic today is, because, it's the classic cliche joke.
Ramen.
Yes,
Ramen. That's what I eat.
It's the classic cliche joke that college students, all they eat is ramen noodles.
That's wrong.
So today we're going to talk about some
That's
things
so
you can
dumb.
do with ramen noodles besides using the little sauce pack.
Do not use that packet.
The reason why we're talking about
unhealthy.
this is because Sophia convinced our parents to buy her a 60-pack of ramen noodles. Anyway, we've been trying to come up with creative uses for these things. So, what do you have?
No. You have. Me?
Yes.
All I have to do is boil it in a centimeter of water.
A centimeter?
Yes.
Trying to start a fire?
He fills the pot up to the top with water. You don't even need that much water.
No, you do 3 cups of water.
You're killing whatever provides water. Okay? Okay.
The water bush.
Is there a water bush? Oh, wait, aren't cactuses
You don't
water
even know
bushes?
where water comes from?
No. Okay, aren't cactuses... Aren't cactuses water bushes? Because,
No.
okay, they don't have water inside of them?
No. Yes, they do, but that's not where we get water.
Oh.
There aren't enough cactus.
I thought that's why there were cactus on every street corner in Dallas.
Do you see people coming up to cactus and drinking water out of them?
No, but our dad picks the plants off of them. Anyway, yeah, all I need is you boil it in a centimeter of water for 2 minutes. And you do not break it up.
You do break it up.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
And then you put it into this bowl that isn't microwavable. And then you get chopsticks and you mix it around, you mess with it, you make mustaches, and then you put it in your mouth and eat it. No packet.
By the way, don't take any cooking advice from Sophia because the best thing that she can cook is macaroni and cheese.
No.
And that's pretty terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It is bad. Okay, so we were talking about ramen noodles and what you can do with them. Besides eating them
Same thing
raw,
I do with my macaroni.
and besides putting the little package thingy in them,
Don't
which you should not
dare put that package.
Yeah, don't ever do that. We just have a thing against it. I don't know why.
It's a packet of salt. And that packet of salt, you know those like packages of thingies that come inside furniture or whatever they are? Like whenever you order something and it says, do not eat, this is not salt or whatever.
Salmonella.
I don't know what that is. Anyway, yeah. So, those little like, I don't know. They're packages and they say don't eat.
Okay, speaking of salmonella, one time I was at a Pizza Hut.
That's why I never ate salmon.
And you know how at the bottom of Pizza Hut pizzas, they throw this powder of stuff.
Of what?
Of like, they throw this like powder.
Oh, the yellow stuff?
Yeah. So I thought that was called salmonella.
What?
And I told the guy, hey, don't put any salmonella on my pizza. He's like, none of our pizzas come with salmonella. We are a very clean kitchen. And then I was like, what was he talking about? And then I searched salmonella and it's actually poison.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So here's what I do with my ramen noodles. I have 3 things that I do. 1, I get leftover like spaghetti sauce and I throw it in with the noodles. Mm-hmm. You can do that cold. Tastes fine. Mm-hmm. You can also do with just get some cheese slices and microwave. Cook your ramen on the stove. And then throw some cheese slices on top of the noodles into the microwave and just like get yourself
And you don't need a microwavable bowl.
Yes, you do.
Don't.
Unless you want to set it on fire.
I've lived my whole life, cooked my whole life. I've cooked my whole life. Okay, anyway. I've cooked my whole entire life with non-microwavable stuff, half-cooked stuff, and no meat. I do not like chicken or turkey or beef or any other type of meat that there is.
We have a vegetarian on our hands.
No. What am I called? A bready?
Bready.
A bready. Why don't they have one of those?
And the third way I enjoy ramen is...
I like vegetables.
You can get soup, cans of soup, and throw the ramen in with the soup. And once in a while...
You know, they should just sell soup. With no, like, soup liquid.
Technically.
They should sell just soup liquid.
They do. That's called chicken broth.
Oh.
Chicken stock.
Oh. Then I can go make soup.
We'll go try it after we're done.
Okay.
Sometimes I eat my ramen with ketchup. I know it tastes weird. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but it doesn't taste weird. It tastes good. Yeah.
It doesn't taste good?
It tastes good. So those are some ways to enjoy your ramen, as that's all you'll be eating until next summer, probably.
And then all through the summer, you're like, oh, this ramen's good, and so you eat it all summer. And then you get tired of it, and then you go back to school, and you're like, why do I have to eat ramen?
So we want to bring back another segment of life stories with Corban and Sofia. As today we're going to be talking about some very embarrassing moments.
I don't have any.
Oh, I have 3 here, which I'll apply to you.
Okay.
This first one we have is about this time we were at a mall, and we were in the family bathroom. Sophia was, like 6 or something, and I was 8. And we were in there with our family, and in the family restroom of the...
I know where this is.
Yes.
I know what this one is. I remember.
And this other family...
No. It wasn't family. It was a grandma and her little son, or grandson.
That's considered a family.
Okay, well, fine.
They walk in. The lady walks in with the son, or the grandson. And she's like, okay, go over there and go use the restroom. While we're in the restroom, okay? A family restroom. Because someone over there didn't lock the door.
It ain't my fault.
Yeah, so our parents are like, we are currently using this restroom. He's like, oh, it's fine. You can go over there. And then basically we had to kind of force them out of the restroom, push the door, and lock it. Mm-hmm. I probably don't remember all the facts of that story. But...
Oh, I remember.
Oh, yes.
And you told it right.
Okay. And speaking of bathroom, actually, I want to know, what's your opinion? Is it bathroom or restroom?
Okay, a restroom is the one in the public. Bathroom is the one at your house. Because the bathroom means it has a bath or a shower.
Our next embarrassing moment, or more
That
like
wasn't
for me.
embarrassing.
This one is actually embarrassing for me.
Everything's embarrassing for you.
I know. A walking awkward life. So.
How's your life walk?
I know, that's interesting.
And is the life awkward or is the walk awkward?
Both.
Nice.
So singing at concerts. I rarely go to concerts. If I do, I'm actually working in the concert, like with the technology side of it. But the last time I went to a concert just to actually enjoy it, Sophia and I had seats right next to each other. And so this song starts playing that I know pretty well, but it's the live version of the song, which means the chorus was pushed back by one measure. So, I'm here ready for the chorus, and there's like a
that
silence.
Sings a little hard out.
There's a silence between the verse into the chorus. So during the silence, I just start belting out the chorus in the silence, and Sophia just turns and stares at me like, "Who are you?" And then she just like scoots a few chairs over, just like she doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna embrace it and sing my little heart out here. So I'm completely off. And that was embarrassing, and everyone around me, it was bright in there, so everyone clearly saw who I was. Just why I've never been seen again. Also, the last one is something we mentioned last week, and that's winking at people, which is a common occurrence for us.
Okay, I do it just to be weird.
Like you have itchy eyelashes, or you're rubbing your eye a lot, so you start winking, and then you actually realize that you were staring at someone the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's even worse where, like, after you wink at the person, then you're like, "Oh, hey, I didn't see you there." And then they're like, "Yeah, you just winked at me like a billion times, and then you said, hey."
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, I was walking around a building the other day, listening to an audiobook, and then the reader of the audiobook, again, this is completely separate occurrence from last week's mention of this. The audiobook's like, "Then she winked." And I start winking. I'm like, wink. Because sometimes I do things from, like, the book. Like, if you look at me when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm acting it out. I start doing all the facial expressions and moving my arms around and stuff. Like I'm reading the audiobook. Anyways, I do weird things. That's embarrassing. I just said this on the internet. Okay, that's enough for today. We've embarrassed ourselves too much. Thank you for putting up with us for another episode. But if you're tired of us, I would like to go on to recommendations of the week. This week, I recommend the Willow Falls book series, a series of books that changed my life, you could say. If you've never heard of this book series before, I recommend you start reading the third book first, and then you go back to the beginning and start at book 1. That's just my opinion. If you want to check out the book series, I don't want to say anything about it just because I want to let you jump into it without any knowledge about it. Check out the show notes, rta.space/34. What is your recommendation this week?
So, right now, I recommend you go watch Tanner Fox on YouTube. And yes, his real last name is actually Fox. F-O-X.
Tanner I can't believe it's not Brongard.
Who knows Tanner Brongard?
Nobody does.
That's his joke.
Okay, if this is your first time listening to our podcast, please subscribe if you enjoyed it. You can find the best way for you to subscribe over at rta.space/listen. Don't forget to review us or rate us on iTunes. And if you have any suggestions for this podcast, how we can improve it, how we're making a mistake, if you got mad that we said something, let us know. rocket2anywhereshow@gmail.com or tweet us on Twitter at RTA Show. Show notes for this week's episode are available at rta.space/34. Don't forget about that solar eclipse coming up in just a couple of days. And you can check out the things we've recommended this week. Follow me on Twitter at Corban Garcia, and Sophia's on Instagram at
extra_Sofia. Sofia.
No PH.
Yes.
That's a chemical joke. Chemistry.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Anyway, you'll be hearing from us in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. Until then,
This
rocket
rocket
has
has
landed. Scarecrow, I mean, I hope they have insurance on that house because Scarecrow left a mighty big hole in the ceiling.
How did he get in there, though?
We'll find out in 4 years. Just kidding, next year.
Take too long.
That's why we gotta get into the film industry and speed up the process.
Okay, why release something when you can just release it all together?
What do you mean?
Okay, instead of releasing the first season, why didn't they just release everything all at once, like next year?
Because then there'd be people like, look, what if all 20 seasons of Good Luck Charlie came out?
Not 20, there's 4.
Oh, it seems like 20 to me.
4 episodes. They're 4 episodes. 4 seasons.
There's 4 episodes and there's 4 seasons. What have you been watching for the past 5 months?
No. There's 4 seasons. And there's like 30 episodes per season.
That's not normal. It's
20 or 30.
normally 13 episodes a season.
No. Not in the olden days.
That's-
The oldie goodie days.
That's the film standard.
Okay, anyway.
Sometimes you get 26.
Say your joke.